Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I thought you'd like to see Jimmy decorate our tree this year. This year, like years in the past, just like any part of your house you're decorating for the holidays, I always say pick a theme. You don't have to buy all new stuff if you don't want to. Go with what you have, but you also don't have to use everything that you have every year either. So last year we did sort of a rustic country woodlands type of theme. And this year, if you watched our Decorate the Mantle with us, we went for like a sledding sort of sled village sort of theme with the black and red and black and white mix of buffalo checks. We decided to incorporate that in our tree. And I will tell you, I am very under the weather today with whatever's going on. So Jim pretty much forced me to knock it off the couch. He said, just sit there, be my eyes back on the couch. He's so sweet. He's taken such good care of me today. Normally when we pass the garland back and forth, that's something we would do together. But he's just taken it on himself. And he also decided to have, I decided, but he decided to put more input into what he thought that the tree should look like. So pretty much I just picked out the ornaments that I wanted on it, and he went ahead and he did the rest. He decided where ornaments should go. I helped him find any holes. We just worked like a really well-oiled team. So what he's doing is he's taken the black and red check fabric and he's gone spiraled on the tree sort of counterclockwise. And now he's going to take the black and white check and he's going to spiral it clockwise. And then what it's going to do, and he's trying to work out how it's going to happen, is what we decided to do. It's going to crisscross the opposite ribbon twice. And what we decided to do is we made the crisscrosses go down on the side. At first, he wasn't sure it was working, but oddly enough, it was really funny. So I was working with him. We did the first piece, and it was perfect. And then I went to go help Mom with something, and when I came back, he had it all completely parallel to the black and white, as opposed to being almost perpendicular to the red and white, excuse me. So he took it down like a trooper, and he's like, this doesn't look right. And then I sat down, and I went over it again with him. And I, explained to him, I drew a picture of how it should look, and he tried again, and he was just having some difficulty. I don't know. He said, I don't know if it's like an optical illusion. You see him right now? He's like, all right, just let's figure it out. Okay, so let's try this again. Okay, so we ended up trying the ribbon 3 different ways. First, he tried doing a back and forth zigzag, and then it just didn't work out the way it was going to cross over each other. And then he just stepped back, take a breather, do a piece at a time, help me, help you. And then finally he allowed me to step in and just to start him off exactly how it's supposed to be, work with him for a couple of rows, and it's going to be okay. All right, so I got him through a couple of rows. Now he knows what to do. He was just getting caught up on the concept. But I kind of wanted just the red one to go in one direction, the white one to go in the other direction, and for them to cross on the sides. That was it. He just was getting stuck. Every time he would come back around with the white one, he would end up making it parallel to the red one, which was weird. I don't know how he was doing that. He was actually going in the opposite direction. But he started to wrap it up. I don't get it. But anyhow, he finally got it. He got the hang of it. As soon as I left him again, the last couple of rows, he managed to make straight again, but we were like, what's going on? So we ended up fixing it. So now we're just going to move on to the ornaments, and he said, just sit there, don't do anything, and he wants me to rest up because I've got stuff to do still that he can't do, so he's so sweet. But basically I took the big ornaments first. I said, so always start with your big ornaments first, and then fill in with your little ones. Your important ones should go front and center if at all possible, but you wanted to stick with the theme. This year, more than 50% of our ornaments were new from the Dollar Tree, and from the Dollar General, and a couple from Walmart because they were the theme we were going for, and they were absolutely lovely. Um, I may or may not add a few bows or touches of bows, but I think that it's just lovely the way it is. It's actually just so elegant and simple, but still like farmhouse, and I really do love it. So then he just was placing ornaments, like I said, anywhere he wanted. I let him have free reign. Then he said, what you want to dig out the tree skirt? And I was like, well, our tree skirt is really rustic country like last year. I mean, it is country, rustic country, but I don't know that it would go into this theme. So I said, try two of the black and red buffalo check scarves from the Dollar Tree. And he fiddled with them, and I was after the fact. I said, I'm mad at myself because I could have put my black and white tablecloth on that round table to add some black and white down there. Normally, I don't put a tablecloth on under the tree because we keep our presents under the tree, and not just under the tree, but under the table as well. So we usually don't put something on there, but it would look really pretty to anchor the black and white on the bottom. But it's okay. It really does look lovely. He did such an amazing job. I definitely want to dedicate this video to him. He has just been just he really has been an inspiration today. He has been a caretaker. I actually said to him today, because he was taking such good care of me, that maybe he needs a support group of other caretakers, because I know that that can be a valuable thing to have, especially when you're not doing it from life, you know. When I was little, my grandma came to live with us, my nanny, and she was a very old 65-year-old, if that makes sense. And she passed when she was 71. So she did need a lot of care. Um, she, you know, her later life, she had trouble going to the ladies' room, and she, you know, she needed to be. She basically sat on like chuck pads, and if she had an accident, we had to help clean her up, and we gave her sponge baths and stuff. So we were taught since we were real little to be caretakers. He really, unfortunately, basically his dad got sick and passed in such a short period of time. He never really got to experience that, and not until my dad got sick. But he really can step up. I don't want to say I give him a hard time. You know, I just always try to help him be the man that he always said he wanted to be. You know, I'm not trying to change him for me, or I'm trying to change him really at all. I just want to help him be the man that he said he always wanted to be. So, we have all kinds of cute ornaments this year. I know most of them were in Dollar Tree or Dollar General hauls. We made some on the channel on Ornament Week. There are some on the tree, but some are actually still on the garland on the fireplace. They look really cute there. We also have 2 sled ornaments that we put on the fireplace, on the actual electric fireplace that we added tonight, but we didn't have them out before tonight. That's why. It's one of those things you'll be like, I know I want to decorate with these, but they're packed away still, so I have to wait till they come out. But I just thought that would look really cute, and it does. It looks really cute. He stood one up in the back, and then we laid one down in the front. So last year on the channel, we made a lot of the ornaments that he's putting up as well. I basically picked out everything that was either black and white or red and black. Buffalo check that kind of went with that winter sledding country farmhouse type of thing. Plus, I love my favorite wooden cardinal, because remember, every time you see a cardinal in your yard, that means somebody from heaven is coming to visit you. Actually, it's every time you see a cardinal, but I've heard cardinal in your yard too. I did a few more living room touches. We're going to do an entire home tour that we're probably going to post on Christmas Day. But I will tell you, in all honesty, I did not decorate my formal dining room. I've just been way too low under the weather. It's really not been that great. But I'll probably set my Christmas table with the chargers and plates that we got. Not necessarily the dinner, but maybe breakfast. Or maybe desserts. Those would be cute for dessert too. So, but I'm a little disappointed in myself for that. But it it just is what it is. You got to give yourself the grace when you do not achieve what you set out to be successful in. You've got to give yourself grace. Because Lord knows He does. So why shouldn't you? He's almighty and all powerful. If He gives you grace, why shouldn't you give yourself grace? Especially when you're battling stuff, when you're ill, when you have chronic illness or chronic fatigue or chronic pain. Any of these reasons are reasons to just want to just lay down and let life happen around you. But we push forward and we try to get it all done. And when we don't and we're not successful, we have to give ourselves grace just to get through the day. Plus, you have to always give yourself kudos for trying. I know, no, Yoda said, do or do not. There is no try. I know. And Mr. Miyagi said about the frog. We know. But he's just going to put on the finishing touches. We did not put tinsel on the tree this year as tradition. And the one thing that's the most traditional that we do first and foremost is put on the angel. This angel's been in the family for a long time. So she's always front and center. And here's how everything looks. We're just going to go a little slow so you can see everything. There's the Ray Dunn inspired bowl ornament from last year. And some of the DIYs from this year, as well as some of the new ornaments from the Dollar Tree. Definitely buying this kind of stuff is to, keeping your tree on trend or keeping your style on trend. But if you buy what you love, it'll never go out of style. I know that sounds silly, but it's true. I've had black and white check in my home for, 15, 20 years, and it's now coming in fashion. So that's everything. That's for the tree. I hope you guys really enjoy this. Just give Jim a thumbs up. He did such a beautiful job. Thank you, honey, if you're watching this. And as always, you guys take care. God bless, and we'll see you next time. Bye.